Hello everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the Digimon mini-series. So let's get on to what has all happened so far. So first things first is we've actually evolved 2 times in a row. So first thing I'm going to show off is the Baby 2 stage here, which I'll just throw to the side here. So enjoy that picture, enjoy all this good Baby 2 goodness. So pause your screens for now, just do. Bop, 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 bop. And there you go, it's gonna go away now, as I keep hitting the proc on the back. But, now let's look at what has actually happened so far with the current set of guys. So first up on the version 1, we have an Agumon. On the version 2, we have a Tentomon. And then version 3 gets a Patamon. So a very interesting set of characters overall. It is kind of cool to think about the characters they did sort of pick out in the end. You can get, like, Gabumon on this version, so that's kind of interesting with certain ones. I know on this one you could get, like, other starters on, or not others, the other rookie Digimon, like, was it Pico Devimon and stuff like that. And then I think this one gives you the chance to get Gomamon, I think? I don't know, it's been a while since I've looked into the Evo charts for these guys. I really don't remember much what goes on with the mini. Main thing I remember about the mini is it's like the most powerful of the 3-pronged devices, which is kind of interesting in that sense. But overall, besides all that fun with us, we also have to work on training. But before we get into training, I figured we could do one fun thing today, and that is some battles. So first off, let's do a bit of a battle here with these two guys. So battles actually do start at the baby stage compared to the usual Digimon affair of rookie starting battles. So that means you could be battling babies, but I don't do that. That's unethical. Come on, guys. You should know me better than that. So we're going to start off with the version 1 versus version 2. Do a bit of a battle here. And all you just do is pretty much the training minigame again. 18 and 22. And there you go. It's going to ask us to connect. Sit down. Did not do it correctly. Guess not. Okay, that's great. Okay, there we go. Okay, I might have messed up the chances on this guy over here, because I didn't realize I accidentally reset the battle thing. This might have worked out well for him, because apparently Tentomon is the immediate winner. Like, dang, Tentomon, just taking them out immediately. And let's take our Agumon here and fight it against the Patamon. Do a bit of a battle here. Just pretty much spam buttons, because it's very hard to do this on these devices, because these are so tiny. And just sit down, combine them together. And there we go. Bam, got the first hit. Agumon is immediately losing. I say that as Agumon immediately takes the win. Calls it a day. Agumon was going to lose there. He got the first hit, but nope, not mega hit. It took him out immediately. So the power of the minis. And of course we had the one last battle. So let's do Patamon versus Tentomon and get this whole thing settled out here. Do battle here. And just start doing the smushing of buttons. And there we go. 18 and 18. Equal grounds here. And we're going to have the 2 orange devices fight and see who's the winner. And of course, Patamon sadly went out again with another mega hit. So 2 losses for Patamon and 2 wins for Tentomon. And a nice 50% for Agumon there. And of course, you can check the record here by just going into the record screen. Pretty simple. Shows you the battle percentage and stuff like that. And I'll probably do a bit more battles. I don't know. Battle requirements are a bit more of a later thing, I know. But in the original bricks, you wanted to do a bunch of battles earlier in the device. So I might at least do a few battles before they do get evolved. The main thing in this whole stage is actually doing training. So what you're wanting to do is basically hold this button and just keep doing a bunch of training stuff. Which, for these devices, is pretty easy, especially when you're not recording, because if you're not like me, you can easily sit down, have both of them down on a table, and just easily smush your buttons very quickly. And just get them out of the way. So, hopefully we do that. One negative of today, though, is I did accidentally get one camera mistake on these guys, just because they are stupendously quiet. So, like, they are, since their small size comes with the speakers being, like, uber tiny, and that means you barely hear their whole speakers. Like, you can barely hear them in this whole little audio thing. Like there's that one, and then the version 1 here is a little bit louder, but not by much. And then the version 3 is pretty much close. The version 2 over there is very quiet, so I'm kind of worried about that. But I do know we at least have one camera mistake, so I think we're still on the positive pathway. Main thing is I just need to get trainings up, because that is a bit of the harder thing to do, which is just a lot of button mashing, pretty much. And just holding it and just doing it pretty much constantly. And having all the joys with it. Also, I did want to point out that we are, on this device, using a special Agumon, not the original Agumon sprite, but the one from the Pendulum devices. So that is actually a very interesting thing to point out there. And of course, like yesterday, I did mention that I was going to show off the Cross Mini. I did actually go and find it this time around, so I'm going to grab that real quickly. It's right over here. It was right next to me. So here is the Cross Mini. So I was going to show this off yesterday, but I forgot where I placed it. So here's the Cross Wars Mini. Main difference is just it says Cross Wars at the top, and a lot of the differences are in the software itself. So these devices here, the regular minis, are much more of an actual virtual pet experience. The Cross Wars Mini is a sort of mix between that and just a sort of game to play around with. It's more of like a desk thing or whatever, something to waste your time on, which is okay by me, because it is a very interesting device. I'm also a big fan of Cross Wars, so I'm very glad to see the whole cross mechanic actually make it into a virtual pet. There's 3 of these things. I only have 1 of them, sadly. I would like to get the others someday, and by the way, these are not backward, or these are not compatible with any of the 3 prongs, so watch out in that sense as well. These are not compatible with the older minis, which I think was done on purpose, because if these were backwards compatible, these probably be the strongest mini, probably the strongest 3-prong devices, and you don't really want that when they kind of like ruin the whole like system they made for it. Still super excited on this thing though. I'm a big fan of this whole little Cross Wars mini device, and at some point we'll do a series on it. This is one of the simpler devices that I'll probably run when I'm really busy with something, so it'll probably take the same space of like a Tamagotchi Nano in the future, of like a random series, because sometimes you just kind of need those. Sometimes you do need that simple series. I mean, I've done one before. That's what the Tamagotchi Smart series was. Pretty much me just sitting around and running a super simple device while just doing that, because I was busy and also waiting for a different Tamagotchi to come in. And bam, look at that. I'm still always impressed by these devices. The one negative to these devices is these little screens here. They scratch very easily. There is no like indentation or whatever. So a lot of the times, a lot of companies will put a little indentation in the screen. So for example, in the originals here, the screen is actually a bit lower just to have it not scratch as badly. When you don't do that, you get cases like these where these things just scratch very easily. These are very easy to fix anyway, so you take some Polywash and fix them. It's just annoying that they kind of just always end up in this sort of scenario of always being kind of scratched up. For me, I've sort of fixed this. This one right here has been pre-scratched. The other two, well, this one right here, I've owned for years now, and you can see not too bad of scratching. And then this one right here, I got recently, and it was also owned by someone before, but it's not too bad on scratching. As long as you're not, like, throwing them around or probably leaving them on an actual keychain, you'll be fine. Yes, seriously, I would not recommend putting these on, like, on your actual keys or something like that. I know some people do that, but man, don't do those with the minis. The minis are not very scratch resistant at all. They are very scratch prone. So watch out for the minis. Like they should probably make a little Zenin style case for these things. Like, I'm shocked they don't have some, like, already 3D printable files or something like that on, like, the internet or something like that. I don't know. Seems like a little missed opportunity there. But for me, I usually just throw them in a little pocket bag thing that I have somewhere around here. I don't know what I did with my little pocket bag. The other day, my setup fell over and it went somewhere. And of course, today I just kind of took the minis and threw them in a pocket because they're very tiny. So instead of having issues with normal virtual pets or whatever with my pocket spacing and stuff like that, these can all just fit in one pocket, which is very nice. Which means all I have to worry about is their little ball chain scratching them up, which doesn't really happen much because the ball chains are rounded. So it's a very nice situation there. Very nice indeed. And that's pretty much all I have going on for the minis here. The group hatch overall is working out pretty well. I'll be showing off some pictures from Wario. So I guess I'll put them like right now going on. But so I'll put like picture like bam, 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 or whatever. I don't know how I'm doing it. The very first time me messing around with certain editing features, so but yeah, so thank y'all for watching this little episode today. Sorry for being a little bit tired, and that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. I'm gonna do some trainings for these guys and get them all prepared for their next evolution. So Digimon Womp. See ya later. And if you do want to join the hatch, just come on and join us. You can easily tag me on any social media platform, and you can easily tag Wario as well, who is the guy who started the whole 3-prong hatch. And as usual, I'll tag his little account down below, or not his little, sorry, poor wording choice there. But I'll tag his account down below, and make sure you go check him out. Really cool dude. Well, not tag, link. This is YouTube. Too used to weird other platforms I'm on. And it's also very late. It probably doesn't help me either. So, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.